Self-care is not ungodly. I'm a little spicy this morning because this is the second or third time that I have heard the church demonize mental health care and self-care as ungodly, unchristlike. Hi, Vixens. It's a spicy morning here at my morning meditation spot, and this is just a hot take. I'm not prepared to talk about anything. I don't have scriptures prepared. I only have what's on the top of my head, but I want to encourage you, if you are a Christian who is seeking mental health care from a counselor or doing self-care rituals that are things like emotional regulation, using tools in your toolbox, basically, mindfulness. The church loves to demonize mindfulness. The church loves to demonize even yoga. God help us all. If you take care of your body, you're ungodly. I don't think so, okay? Oh, I'm so hot and bothered right now. I'm a little off topic, but let me just say to you, if you are, whether or not you are Christian, whether or not you believe Jesus is divine, whether or not you believe in God and you just think source, mother nature, universe, whatever, we were not put on this earth to decay. We were put on this earth to love, to experience joy, to heal, to become whole. I believe that's the goal of our existence on earth, to find wholeness. And if we can find that wholeness with the assistance of others, that is true community. If you are a mother, you are a mental health care provider. If you are a teacher, you are a mental health care provider. If you are a cool auntie or uncle, you are a mental health care provider. There is nothing ungodly or unchristlike about taking care of yourself and making your mental health care a priority, your physical health care a priority. We are to be, the Bible calls us to be stewards of our bodies, stewards of our finances, stewards of our mental health. Jesus models self-care by taking breaks, by showing them self-care. When he had to take a break from healing all the people, he got tired, he had to go regenerate, he had to go pray, he had to go rest. That is modeling self-care. So to anyone who is just starting their mental health care journey and they are getting conflicting messages from dogma or religiosity that is demonizing healthcare and telling you that you are evil if you are doing anything but reading the Bible, I'm here to tell you that is not from Christ. That is not from God. That is not Jesus's teachings. We are called to love each other. We are called to take care of each other. There is a scripture in Proverbs, I'm trying to remember, that says something like, without counsel, men will fall. And with a multitude of counselors, there is safety. I think that's what it says. And nothing could be more clear. That's Old Testament. Jesus wasn't around till the New Testament, and he was all about healing. He was the most trauma-informed counselor this world has ever known. So if you feel that you are a Christian and you're called to be like Jesus, there is nothing more godly you can do with your life than being a good parent, a good teacher, a good counselor, a resource in your community, and following self-care so that you can pour into others. I'm just flabbergasted sometimes at the lengths that religiosity and church dogma will go to break us down. I'm just flabbergasted. Please breathe through it. You are not evil. You are walking in Jesus. If you are self-aware, if you are looking inward and looking for insight in how you can be a better person, you are like Jesus. You are walking with God. And if you're not a religious person, if you're just a spiritual person, even if you're an atheist, if you are walking in kindness and you are aware of your own actions and you are questioning things that are going on in our universe right now, in our country, you are walking in God. You are walking in Jesus. You are walking in love. And I know there's another scripture that I'm just off the top of my head thinking of. If you are walking in love, you're walking in God. And when you do so, God will be within you because he is love. Something like that. I don't quote me on that, but I don't think you have to be Christian to be a good person. I don't think that if you go to church, that automatically makes you a good person. I think there's work to be done, Vixens. There is work to be done. And how can the work not start with ourselves? How? How can the work not start with ourselves? Self-care. Breathe today, Vixens. You're doing great. Seek resources in your community if you need them. And if you have them in place, please use them. Healing is what we're called to do. I believe we're called to earth to be here, to heal ourselves and to heal others. Period. Point blank. That's what I believe as a spiritual person. Love you, Vixens. You're doing great.